Hello and welcome to another podcast here at the Cliff Diver's Edge. We're talking about fear today, upgrading your fear mindset. So, the shocking catalyst that will transform you in only 5 minutes. And this is so amazing. You can do this and change your life in only 5 minutes. I'm on a mission to help midlifers, retirees, empty nesters, and everyone who wants to springboard themselves from sad and depressed to radiantly, passionately fulfilled within 30 days. Take where you are now and springboard, catapult your love and radiance in and out of life thoroughly to make massive leaps, accomplishments, and soaring breakthroughs in and out of your life and your world. Even if you hate your job, in a negative relationship, have low self-esteem, self-doubt, are depressed, and fear change in the next years ahead in your life. So if you're ready to springboard and soar, join me down below in the Cliff Diver's Edge. Have you ever felt trapped in a cycle of fear, worry, procrastination? Have you ever wished that there was like a magic pill to transform your life? Well, there's no really such pill. There is a powerful tool that can dramatically improve your well-being, and it is the acronyms of fear. And that's what we're going to be springboarding and catapulting in here for the Cliff Diver's Edge. Using these acronyms, and when used consistently, can help you overcome fears, boost your confidence, and unlock your full potential. Let's catapult and springboard into this transformative journey and explore the acronyms that can change your life. The fear factor and understanding our primal instinct. Fear is a natural human emotion that has served us well throughout all our evolutionary history and processes over time. It's a protective mechanism that alerts us to potential dangers, safety issues, and things like that. Now, however, when fear becomes excessive or irrational, it can dramatically hinder our ability to be productive, to be fulfilling, to accomplish a full good day. Consider the fear experiences by us cliff divers. The sheer heights and the unknown waters below can be terrifying. Yet I have learned to manage my fear, harnessing it as a source of adrenaline and excitement, turning that once fear and procrastination into instant wins and victories. So similarly, triathletes who brave the frigid waters, and those who take part in climbing Mount Everest or polar plunges and stuff like that always confront their head-on fears and experiences, and they try to get into their mindset, really adapt a creative winning mindset that's really on a sense of accomplishment and I can accomplish anything. What's your fear experience? Getting out of the house and finding your social support groups, is that a fear for you? Kids off to college and you're fearing your own ikigai, your purpose and your why? You're divorced, separated, lost a job, a breakup, want a new job, a career? Fearing that move to a brand new or a better city? The Cliff Diver's Edge acronyms of fear, your toolkit for transformations. I remember years ago when I was a kid, right, we'd take these little words, but we make acronyms for them. And then it would take us from a fear mindset or a worry mindset to a pretty cool shift in mindset. And it would motivate us, whether it was on different projects, whether it was on homework, especially when you get into those years where you're 16 to 18, those high school years, right? When we get into that sense where we don't want to study and work, we got other things too. We just got a car, right? We just got a job, so other things partake compared to procrastination, procrastinating on studying and hitting the books and things like that. So we took these words and we just took each letter in the word and made a motivational word out of it. And it transformed our thinking, but also our motivation behind it. As kids, we'd make songs about them. We'd have this motivational inspirational things. You'd play music, your favorite music songs to it and things. So pretty cool. Well, a little shift that makes. The acronyms of fear are a series of phrases that can help you reframe your thoughts and challenges and challenge your negative beliefs. Sometimes you're in a rut. Sometimes you don't have that mechanism around you, the people in front to lift you up. So you month after month, you're into these negative habits. So let's get on the perch. Let's overlook the 50-foot cliffs over the waters and explore each acronym in detail. And I'd like to suggest getting out like a poster board or art paper poster board and writing these out so they're right in front of you and they're staring you in the face. That could be on the refrigerator. That could be as soon as you wake up in the morning. It's on a little music stand. It could be in your car driving to work. I had my note cards on my I have a adjustable clipboard in my car, and I had them right there. They could be at your desk in front of your computer. So wherever that is, I strongly suggest if you like these acronyms today, write them out, get Sharpie markers out, but then put them right in front of you. So when that procrastination hits and you find yourself where it's been 30 minutes, it's been an hour, and you've done just meaningless work because you're avoiding, the big elephant in the rooms. This will help, right? It's right in front of you, and it'll be your catalyst. So it'll be your springboard and catapult you beyond your fear, procrastination, and worry into action mode. So, okay, you got your artwork, your paper, your pens, your Sharpie markers, and stuff like that. Fear, right? That was the title of this video. Fear, false evidence appearing real. How often are we trapped in fear? We're sitting in somewhere, we just don't want to do it, or we've never done it before, and we're there for a few hours, or we're over there for a few weeks. This acronym reminds us that our fears are often based on imagined scenarios rather than reality. The what ifs. Is there? Will there be? A lot of question marks. By recognizing the illusory nature of fear, we could begin to dismantle its grip on our lives. Just before you told me what's your fear, right? Before when I asked you, right, what is your fear? What's going on? Is it a new move? Is it a divorce, separation, transition in your life? So write it out. Underneath that, write out false evidence appearing real. And whatever you can do to just let your brain go and just brain write. What's false about this? What's false about this? Right? And just keep writing out. The other one that for fear is a beautiful one. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. And I've seen a lot of pictures on this. I've seen a lot of quotes on the computer for this one, which is great. So this one really hit home for me. Forget everything and run. Right? Procrastination. Hide. Do something else. Go mow the lawn. Check some emails. Go and do something. Go grab something to eat. Putting something off, right? Or face everything and rise. This acronym offers two perspectives on fear. And the first one is forgetting everything and run. So it's highlighting the tendency to avoid the challenges due to fear. And this is like 99% of the world that we're in today. I'd say as far as the United States or America or the world. And 99% of the people just putting things off. Running on delays and procrastinations day after day, months after years, I should really say, holding tightly on their made up or their imagery of, once again, like we were saying, their what ifs. Is there? Will there be? All these questions, right? When we have these questions as parents, if you don't teach children a lot of this and how we're overcoming procrastination when a lot of these questions come in play, then we get into stress, we get into high anxiety disorders and things like that. So, addressing our fears and pushing through them and taking these actions or these acronyms and transforming your life is a great first step. Every time I go cliff diving, there's a few people that will stand on the cliff and overlook the water and worry. One person will jump off, and then another person will do like a forward somersault. Another one does a gainer, and then 10 people jump off, 20 people jump off. They're all laughing and smiling and having fun. Yet, buried and ingrained deep in that person's head that's overlooking the water and fearful and saying, what if? And should I? And I've never done this before. And, is the water cold? And will I hurt myself? And is the rocks down there too close? And they're fearing and they're in this procrastination and doubt. And they're overlooking what could be their grandest day ever and rejoicing and having a blast, just like the 20 people that jumped off the cliff right before them. And the second, face everything and rise, encourages us to confront our fears and grow stronger as a result. A client of mine had a crippling fear of public speaking. She believed that everyone would be like judging her. She'd be judged like harshly, and that she would be like embarrassing herself. After learning the FEAR acronym, she realized that her fear was largely unfounded. And by choosing to face everything and rise, she was able to overcome her anxiety and deliver successful presentations at her church. And that's amazing, right? We were talking when I was a kid. Just putting a different label on a word makes such a big impact on how it affects us every day. Put a different label on a word, and then tomorrow when you're going to work, or tomorrow when you're at the gym and that situation hits us, and then you go into that acronym and you're fired up. You're like, whoa, I was dealing with this, for over a year. So put in the chats below, hold yourself accountable here. What are you going to face and rise above right now in the next 15 minutes? Don't have your mind get in the way. Write yours in the comments, and it helps the community, but it also holds yourself accountable. What are you going to face and rise above right now? Something that you've been putting off for weeks, for months. Write it in the comments. Edison here, I just want to hear your comments and see the community and what we can all get through together. So I dive at a cliff in a quarries in the Midwest, and the heights of the platform increase, and so do the people around them. Usually the 5 or the 7 meter platforms, there's people doing flips and twists and somersaults. Usually it's closest to the parking lot. So it's full of like music and different people having fun and cheering other people on and stuff like that. Now I go over to the 40 or the 50-foot platforms, and there's no one, right? It's quiet. It's crickets. Face everything and rise. Break it into little pieces and get into your small wins. A 5 and a 7 meter, few times, then a 10 and a 12 footer, a few times, then we're at a 20 footer, few times, then we're at whatever's next, a 40 footer, few times. Timing, just like life, right? Take on that small little win. Maybe get a big project and say, man, I never have ever gone on vacation, but I'm worried, right? Well, what was my boss going to think? What are my friends going to think because I'm taking a vacation, but they've never taken a vacation in 4 years? Are they going to be jealous? And you're setting that vacation date for you. That might be a fear. You're going to say, you know what? I'm going to do it. It's blank, it's X, whatever the date is. So July and August, I'm going to put that on the calendar. That's going to be a big fear. I'm going to pick somewhere that's I've never been to. It doesn't have to be lavish, doesn't have to be extravagant. It could be definitely a budget trip. Somewhere Cancun, somewhere Dominican Republic, something like that, where you just celebrate you. If that's a fear for you, right? Put that date on a calendar. That would be your first action step. face everything and rise, just breaking it into pieces and getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. A few of our other videos here at the Cliff Diver Edge, we're talking about the domino effect, right? And how that first few dominoes will just build that momentum. The next one is worry. How much of us are worriers, right? Our kid or our child has their first day at piano practice, and we're always worrying, is it going to go well? Are they going to like the instructor? Right, it's a first day at our new job. It's a first day because we just signed up for a new fitness program. We say, you know what? I'm going to take fitness a high priority in my life. And then first day, how much of us are worriers? So that's why I wrote this one in for number 2, like worry. So the acronym that as kids, we write these little words on each letter of the word and break it into something that's confound and something that's motivational. Worst outcome rarely yields. Worry. You ever worry like, man, I could go back on a lot of different times on my career, especially like in sales and different presentations and group things. And I was so worried and worried. But then when you actually like are thrown in that, and then that time hits where it was 1 o'clock, right? So 1 o'clock hits, but none of that stuff that you were mentally going through last night or that kept you up and you couldn't sleep, none of that happened. None of that manifested. None of that was experientialized at 1 o'clock during that meeting, during that presentation, during that sale. It's phenomenal. So I love tapping into this one here for worry, the acronym of worry. Worst outcome rarely yields. So, are you like me? Are you always like worrying? Are you always looking or worrying for like disaster to strike, or excessively worrying about things such as like health, money, family, work, school, kids? What else could be other things? And if so, you may have a type of anxiety disorder called a generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, G-A-D. You know, a GAD can make a daily life feel like a constant state of worry, fear, and dread, right? We're always asking the questions, always asking those what-if questions, like we were saying before. What if? What will happen if? Is there a, right, where we're asking, these questions and worrying about the outcome. A study conducted by the American Psychological Association found that 83% of people worries never materialized. I don't know how they did the study, but it's pretty profound. That's what I was saying, right? It keep you up at night, right? Sometimes you keep up at night and you're saying, darn it, man, I'm going to, go take a shower, right? I'm going to go down and just do a little work on the computer because I can't get no sleep, So data proves this, that over 80% of the people worries don't even materialize, don't even happen. The data supports the idea that many of our fears are exaggerated and unnecessary. So how do we break out of that little rut for these acronyms, just rephrasing them over and over? And I like, if you're using this artboard and you're writing each acronym and then how you can overcome that right underneath it is perfect. In my experiences of the people sitting on the cliff, as jumpers and divers dive off by the dozens, but they're still thinking, right? And you'll still see that person worrying. And some people even pat them on the, you can do it. You can do it. I know you're going to have so much fun, but they still won't jump. So what's got you worried? What have you been putting off because of your, let's say, you're warm and you're fuzzy because you're cozy and you're okay, right? And nowadays, last few years, I'm okay. I'm good. You hear that a lot too. I'm good. But how about taking this fitness class for me? It's 3 months. It's this. No, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay. Hey, we're gonna be going on a water fast. We're going on a 3 or a 5 day cleanse. Basically, what it's going to do is it's going to clean out everything. Everything. It goes through our kidneys, our digestive tract. No, 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 no. I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay. Like you're warm and fuzzy. This acronym encourages us to consider the worst case scenario and realize that it often doesn't come to pass. And once we acknowledge that, and if you get these white and art boards out, it challenges your mind by saying, I bet this worry or this blank won't happen. I've done this before too, where I'll catch myself worrying and then I'll actually say, I bet that this blank won't happen. I can guarantee blank won't happen. Right? I can guarantee blank won't manifest. This worry about blank will never ever happen. Challenging those worries and doing the opposite. Okay, so now we're going to move to a long one. And it's not a full acronym, but it is an acronym. And it's a really cool one. You should quit sitting on the fence, basking in your fear and procrastination of what ifs. Someday I'll, but how can I, and tomorrows. Whoever decided it's a good idea to settle for less than your highest self? When did it become okay to go to sleep miserable or go to a job you hate and not design a blueprint for your extraordinary living? But how do you actually go from depressed, unhappy to joyously, radiantly happy in 30 days? I want to break it down for you and give you access to my Soar Beyond Your Limits from blurred to crystal clear in 3 simple steps. Step number 1, walking the path. The river of life drags you along, and without your goals and clear vision, you'll end up over the falls, wondering where did your life go? You are worth the work. Make it a top priority to do 2 to 3 things you love every single day. No exceptions. Singing, quilting, reading, yard work, playing piano, woodworking, hiking. Step number 2, your sticky feet. Your radiance is what you're longing for. But fear, worry, procrastination, fogginess, and your sticky feet hold you back. You're not alone. Millions of people feel trapped, paralyzed by uncertainty, fear, worry, depression. Not for long. I'll have you bouncing on your own momentum of your discipline and habits in no time. Step number 3, pierce the foggy mist. When one challenges their own beliefs and eliminates fears, hurts, and distractions, the world opens up. And it opens up your platform to dive from and shine with purpose. So I'm here to break you out of that long-running episode, whether it's a small step towards a massive goal or a breathtaking dive into the unknown. So if you're looking to soar into your passion and purpose within 30 days, you are worth the work to dive in below and soar. We'll see you inside. I found this one years ago, and I loved it, so much that especially the last part of this one. This one is procrastination. So if you need to rewind this one, do so. I'll say it a few times too throughout the next part of this podcast here for procrastination. Postponing. So we got P for postponing. Rewards, or postponing our rewards, our opportunities and challenges. And then we get into the second part, and acknowledging. This is where the power comes in for procrastination on the acronym. So we got postponing rewards and opportunities and challenges, and acknowledging my self-defeating transformation. Now, like, how often are we just self-defeating ourselves? Talking down to ourselves. I was at the gym the other day and I was doing a little bench press. Now, I don't lift heavy. I'm more a cardio guy because I just like, thin. I just like defined, abs and muscles. So I'm not a heavy guy. So I was just on the bench press. And I was just going through, those words and just those self-defeating things because I was talking down to myself as far as not putting on more weight because I was just in the habit of doing this and putting on the weight that was, like we were saying before, I'm okay. I'm good. How about stacking on some more weight? How about getting that thicker chest for you? How about really going up a notch tonight, at the gym? No, I'm good. So I found myself in that self-defeating thoughts, self-defeating myself for that transformation. This acronym highlights the negative consequences of procrastination. By delaying important tasks, we often miss out on valuable opportunities and increase our stress levels. A lot of people procrastinate on taxes. We have businesses, right? We got to do taxes every quarter and stuff like that. I know so many friends and colleagues and business owners and clients procrastinate so much on their taxes, but there's such a relief in getting it done. And it's always interesting. It says, why did I procrastinate? Why did I take so long? Relationships are like that too. I have a few clients going through some really, really struggles in their relationships. You know, uh, being together so long, taking advantage of each other, not doing the things we used to do. Where, all right, she would surprise him with certain dates, and he would surprise her and make certain things, happen. And all that's gone, and so the procrastination and putting things off, and we come to a point where we're almost over the falls, right? I was going to say Jim Rohn. I think it was Jim Rohn talks about over the falls, Niagara Falls. One day you're over the falls. Say, how did I get here? Right? Procrastination. Procrastination is common among people of all ages and societies. And a Harvard survey results show that 88% of people procrastinate for at least 1 hour a day. That's 1 hour of just gone forever. 20% of adults are chronic procrastinators, while 80 to 95% of college students procrastinate in their studies. Well, there's so many factors that contribute to procrastination in individuals. Expert believes that technology is one of the main culprits. And I totally agree. When we have everything from social media to feeds, to posts, to scrolls, to videos, to texts, to emails, to DMs, to new websites, new shopping releases, new product releases, new uploads, I could see why that procrastination is so heavy. Right, because we're all sort of distracted by just the little meaningless things. According to that study and diving into the research, and the cost of that, the cost of the productivity and the innovation was a staggering $650 billion a year. That was pretty crazy. $650 billion just by procrastinating an hour, putting things off, not wanting to do that task. Hey, we want to rebuild or remodel our bathroom, but we put it off and put it off and put it off. Got a relationship, right? And I want to, surprise my significant other, right? Well, put it off. Things get in the way, right? We're busy and stuff. And then, right, 6 months go down down the road. A year goes down in that procrastination. And as I was saying before, I love the ending of these letters, acknowledging my self-defeating transformation. And wow, that just sort of blew me away. Did that blow you away? Comment below if you can. And by the way, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you get notified every time our new videos come out here on the Cliff Diver's Edge. And if you could do us a huge blessing here, if you see that thumbs up button down there, go ahead and give it a high five to support the group here at the Cliff Diver's Edge. What butterfly transformation is right in front of you? So close. Your senses sort of almost attuned to it. Smelling it, tasting it. But wait. You're self-defeating yourself over and over and over, day after day, year after year. And the beautiful transformation fades and becomes invisible. When you procrastinate on meaningless tasks, social media feeds, posts, scrolls, videos, texts, emails, DMs, new websites, new shopping releases, other new product releases, new uploads, new notifications. You are self-defeating your own new you. Your habits you've accepted over the years are stopping you from opening the new doors, like the new job, the new love, the new life you deserve to have and enjoy and to bask in and to celebrate yourself in. And since there is a duo for procrastination, here is the tag along. Dilation. Procrastination, we took some of the letters in there and did the acronym. Dilation is delaying important life actions through inaction. And even on your whiteboard and your art board, right? If we put this in as dilation, we might even put it underneath, right? List 5 or 6 or 7 things, right? What did I delay in last week? What did I delay? What did I put off? I knew I had the time because I mowed the lawn, I weed whacked the yard, I did this and this and this. I went for fast food 3 or 4 times throughout the week. I watched TV and watched my series on Netflix those 3 nights. So that's about 7, 8, let's say 8 or 9 hours. So I got the time. But what did you put off, right? What did you delay? Actions. This acronym highlights the negative consequences of procrastination. So by delaying important tasks, we often miss out on the valuable opportunities and increase our stress levels. I know a lot of people that use procrastination on like writing assignments, doing taxes, completing house fix-ups, addressing relationship deep issues until the last minute. And this constant stress and anxiety makes it difficult to focus and produce quality work, quality home projects, and moreover, relationship quality happiness. Also, what's in there as well is the quality of sleep and rest when we're overstressed and worried. Right? When we were talking earlier in the video about worrying and what's going to happen tomorrow at 1 o'clock, but that never happened, right? We're worried about those type of things. So sleep is very, very important as far as rest and how much energy we have, in the morning. After learning the dilation acronym, a lot of our clients realized the importance of time management and started to prioritize their tasks right away. Then once they did, then it was setting a little window to do the next one in 30 minutes. And then almost like those platforms, cliff diving. And then the next one's a little, right? And then we got 1 hour one. And then by 5 o'clock or by before I get to bed, I'm going to do this and this and this. And that's the great thing about these acronyms. They help us sort of motivate ourselves to say, oh, I acknowledge I did that. And also I acknowledge that I did that 7 times last week. And then we, set up things. Okay, I'm going to do something right now. Then I'm going to do something in 30 minutes. And then that dopamine starts to hit you, and you get that rush of those small wins and those small victories. And then we get into how that improves our self-esteem and how we feel about ourselves. Wow, I accomplished something. Wow, I am important. I do feel great about myself. And those type of things, that upward spiral our day, our evening, and our week. Have you ever tried the purr method? Like the cat, right? Purr. I decided to offer you a free gift, absolutely free. Now, I tell you all the time about how to springboard yourself from unhappy to radiantly happy in 30 days. But how am I going to tell you all about this and not provide the resources for you? There's so many questions people have online about how do I become more happy? What is my purpose and mission? What do I have to do to get out of this rut? How come I'm so unclear and unmotivated? What if I try something new and fail? When is life going to turn around for me? Why do I feel miserable all the time? Who can I reach out to that'll listen and help? Should I quit my job? Why am I such a failure? I don't feel happy in my relationship. Where did my happiness and passion go? Why do I let fear and procrastination control my life? How come I doubt myself and my limitations? Why do I have no energy and no time? The kids are out of the house, so I just retired. Now what? I hate my job or my partner, but I'm comfortable. How come my relationship is so mediocre and boring? Why do I have no friends? I hate the way I look. Where should I go to find a peak performance success coach? You see what I'm saying? So I decided to create a free training and give it to you absolutely free that you can utilize so you can learn how to soar beyond your limits and go from blurred to crystal clear to take one step towards having a reason, finding and doing what you love, waking up with that zest and a reason, and radiating to the world with your light. And how cool is this? To ultimately give back, shine, and level up the family, friends, and community around you. If you're ready to springboard and soar into the cliff diver's edge, click the link below. My gift to you. The PER acronym describes a 6-step process to overcoming your worry and procrastination. First P, pause. Then we have U, utilize. The next is R, reflect. The other R, reason. And next R, respond. And the last R is revise. This is a great one we use in our toolkit here at the Cliff Diver's Edge. It's the PER method, and it helps a lot of my clients out of that rut, the do it now direction. Each time you succeed, you identify the next small target, and we sort of get ahead of it. You can use this self-regulation anytime you find yourself procrastinating. The acronym of PER. Hurt. A lot of times we procrastinate because we're hurt. We're holding on to regretful thoughts. Hurt, once again, H-U-R-T, holding on to regretful thoughts. It could be tons of different things, from friends to coworkers to friends and lovers, significant others, children, someone passed away, whatever hurt that life brought your way, right, and you had to deal with. Holding on to regretful thoughts. This acronym reminds us that dwelling on past mistakes or regrets can hinder our ability to move forward. Do you ever notice how someone was hurt and then they take that time for themselves, and then that time for that week turns into a week, then it turns into a month, and then they get in a rut, right? So by letting go of the past, we can focus on the present and create a bigger, brighter future. Now, I move a lot of people through the HURT method and the PER method in a lot. People, relationships, even companies and businesses that have downtimes and struggle like financially, with work, their clients, paying the bills, paying their employees and things. So I worked with a fellow named David and his experience of overcoming his best friend's loss and grief. And he was in a huge amount of grief. Who wouldn't be, right? His best friend, so many fun times. His weekly events, camping trips, all that kind of stuff. After losing his best friend, there's a huge hole missing from his life. So he found himself, trapped in a cycle of regret and sadness, which is often the case here in the United States and America, right? Watching TV, binge watching your episodes, not taking a shower for a few days, ordering groceries, ordering your food or mobile deliveries for your fast food deliveries and things like that. We call it self-isolation. And what we did is we just designed a plan to get him out of that and getting into the gym, getting in a deep sauna and getting a good sweat dripping fitness workout, CrossFit in this particular instance. So by practicing this mindfulness and using the HURT acronym and the PER method, we were able to quickly let it go of his pain and finding healing in his actions. When we take an action like that CrossFit gym or that sauna, when we're doing the deep breaths and we're doing the stretches and the yoga postures and things like that in the sauna. What a different shift in mind. The opening title of this video was called Mindset. What a different mindset, we got him in compared to bulking and basking in his grief to active CrossFit, saunas, and really transforming his pain into actions that moved him forward. And so much more bright light, happiness, and fulfillment. Take your old books of fear on your dusty mind's bookshelf. Gather them up. Cough out the dust and the dirt and the cobwebs. Get the biggest garbage bag you can and heave these old fear books in the trash. Now, these fear, before you've seen this video today, for the acronyms, could have been yesterday, could have been last week, could have been last month, but could have been last year. But they're old. They don't serve you no more. They were the old you. Right? They don't represent you and your definitions right now or in the next 5 years. Right now, say yes to your new friend and lover of fear. Face everything and rise. Your assistant, procrastination, postponing rewards, opportunities, and challenges, and necessary tasks, acknowledging my self-defeating transformation, and my mentor of hurt, holding on to regretful thoughts. Take action, win the first step, and celebrate your winning mindset, and pierce the foggy mist, what we call on the Cliff Diver's Edge, right? Getting through that procrastination, that worry, and that fog of uncertainty. Pierce the foggy mist into your springboard and diving, soaring through your air in your new you, your new happier, your new ikigai, your purpose, soaring in your acrobatic amazement of life. One of the most unwavering paths to finding your ikigai, your purpose, your significance is to master the art of carving out your own beauty, shining through your imperfections. And this journey is a testament to your determination to shape your destiny. And it's a pursuit that leads you to the profound wellspring of passion and purpose in your life. I've taught hundreds of individuals and organizations how to zero in on their truest, most passionate meaning in life, going from a once cloudy and murky hurricane of confusion to horse racing, blinders on, full tilt, zing, adore, zeal, ear to ear, smiling in and on throughout life. You are worth the work and love to hop inside the Cliff Diver's Edge metamorphosis from blurred to crystal clear Cliff Diver's Edge Academy and get started in the link below. Awesome. Use those acronyms, write them out, put them on your refrigerator, put them in your car, put them in right by your laptop. Like I said, I had in my car. Man, what a difference it made just on driving. Use those acronyms to transform yourself from negativity to positivity and change to winning those small victories in life. And we will see you on the next video here for the Cliff Diver's Edge.